Hello students, let us learn our lesson number 4, part 2, puzzles in your surroundings. Why does it hail even in summer? Do you know what is a hailstone or when it started? You will get all your answers now. Let us read the lesson. We feel very hot in summer. The sun shines brightly and the temperature is high. And then suddenly there are clouds in the sky and it starts raining. Not just water, but even small balls of ice. We say it has started hailing. The small balls of ice are called hailstones. Why does it hail in the hot summer season? When temperature is high in summer and it starts raining, sometimes with small balls of ice. These balls are called hailstones. And why does it hail in the hot summer season? Let us read the second paragraph. As we move up from the land, the temperature begins to fall. Up in the sky, it is very cold even in the hot season. You know that there are water particles in the clouds that we see in the sky. Very high up in the sky, the water particles in the clouds turn into little bits of ice. Means temperature up in the sky is very cold. Clouds have water particles and it turn into little bits of ice. And let us read the third paragraph. Sometimes there are strong winds in the clouds. They push these little bits of ice upward, so they do not fall to the ground. They go up and collect more water particles, which freeze onto them. Thus, the tiny balls get bigger and bigger. They turn into hailstones. The heavy hailstones then fall to the ground in the form of a shower. We have seen in this paragraph that because of strong winds, little bits of ice go upward and collect more water particles and freeze. Thus, the tiny balls get bigger and bigger and fall on the ground. Very tiny hailstones melt before they reach the ground. They turn into raindrops, but some hailstones reach the ground before they melt. Means only some hailstones can reach to the ground before they melt. Means if there are many hailstones, then we cannot be sure that all hailstones are falling on the ground. Sometimes it may be possible that only some of them are falling on the ground. And why all those hailstones do not fall on the ground? Because some hailstones reach the ground before they melt. They melt into water and fall in the form of rain on the ground. Let us see page number. Okay, let us see this image first. It is a cloud which carries rain in it, and here we saw hailstones. Now let us see page number 9. Maharashtra was hit by a series of hailstorms in 2014. The hailstorms devastated thousands of acres of standing crops. Fruit crops were ruined. Birds and animals were killed and injured in large numbers. Farmers suffered heavy losses. It was a great natural calamity. We all enjoy hailstones, isn't it? You must be enjoy it, and it is really a fun to collect it. But do you know it can be harmful to crops, plants and animals? As we see in this example that some farmers from Maharashtra suffered heavy losses and birds and animals were killed and injured too. Now let us read the next paragraph. You may have other questions that puzzle you. Note down at least 10 such questions on the basis of your observation of things and events in your surroundings. Means you can write, or you may have some questions related to nature, that something is there, so why it is there. You have many questions like this. So let us see some questions, some examples. First question is, where do flowers get their color from? Second question, why are leaves green? Third, why does chopping an onion make you cry? I think you must have these questions in your mind. And third question is very common because we see our mother while chopping an onion, she cries. Do you know why does it happen? Let us find out. The answer of the first question is we see many different kinds of flowers with different colors. So why does it happen? Because flowers get all their different colors from the pigment. It has a pigment in it, and because of that pigment flower gets specific color. Let us turn to question number 2. Why leaves are green? Means sometimes we can see leaves with different colors. Means we can see leaves some kind of green or some kind of yellow, but we cannot or we don't see such colors in the leaves as we see colors in the flowers. Leaves are green. So why is it so? Because they contain a pigment. It also contains a pigment which gives green color to them, and that is called chlorophyll. That pigment is called chlorophyll. And the last question, while chopping onion, they produce the chemical irritant. While chopping onion, a chemical is released from the onion and that stimulates the eyes. That stimulates the eyes glands, so we start to cry or the water come from our eyes, because we don't cry intentionally. When we hurt we cry, but this cry is different. We cry while chopping onion. Why? Because of chemical irritant. Let us read next paragraph. Note each question on a separate page in your book of science. Draw suitable pictures or paste related to photographs on that page. Like these 3 questions, you may have your own questions, so you can make a book of science of your own. Try to find the answers to your questions with the help of your parents, teachers, or friends. Make use of science journals and reference books to find answers. You may find the answers on the internet. With the permission and guidance of your parents or guardians or teachers, browse them the informative websites. Sometimes you can get answers of your questions to your parents, teachers, or friends, but sometimes your parents or your teachers even don't know the answers. So that time you can browse the internet, but strictly under the guidance of your parents. You may find some of the answers you need in your textbooks or in other informative books. Note down the answers on the relevant pages. Means when you get the answers, you should write those answers in your book of science. And in that book of science, you can draw some suitable pictures or just paste related photographs on that page. When you have collected a few experiments and answer to your questions, put them all together in your very own book of science. So you can make your book of science which is full of your question and answers. Thank you.